Because some people think, oh, I've always been black, I've always been black, I've always been black, I've always been black. Because I've had somebody tell me, oh, black people only reincarnate as black people. Oh, since when?
Welcome to New Earth. Congratulations on graduating from the Matrix.
I know I did my thing down on earth. I did the damn thing. I know I did my thing when I was on earth.
Welcome to New Earth. Congratulations on graduating from the Matrix.
Greetings, beautiful souls of the world. Zeta Electra, I am here. Yeah, sharing these good vibes with you. Y'all, today we have a jam-packed video. So pay close attention because we're going to get into a topic that is near and dear to my heart. We're going to talk about past lives and past life regressions, and we're getting into it right here, right today, right motherfucking now. But first, let me introduce myself. I am Zena Electra, Soul Evolutionary Guide. I'm also a quantum healer specializing in past life regressions and then some. All right? So let's get into the topic, shall we? Did you know that you are consciousness? And this consciousness can be looked at as or called a soul. And as a consciousness, as a soul, you've chosen your vehicle for movement to be this meat suit. And with this meat suit, you have chosen everything that you need to be, to look like, to smell like, and even your perspective from this meat suit chosen and for this particular lifetime that you are experiencing right now. And in the past, for that particular lifetime, or for those particular lifetimes, you chose a different meat suit. So when it comes to past lives, I want you to understand that you can look like anything, everything. So some people think, oh, only black people reincarnate as other black people, and we always been black, we always been black, we always been black, we always been black. You ain't always been black, always been black, always been black, always been black. Speaking from somebody who used to be super Umgawa black power. Used to, you know what I'm saying? I'm still about my people because we're beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't always been black, always been black, always been black, always been black. Because that is too limiting for the soul. The soul only wants to experience. The ego wants to claim something, to be something, to know that it knows that it knows that it knows. So you haven't always been black, always been black, always been black, always been black. And we're going to get into that further. So when it comes to experiencing other experiences that you have experienced before now, you might have changed your genotype and phenotype several times. I've seen myself. Okay, boom. I'm just going to break it down. I'm just going to... we talking, right? We talking. So, in the past lives that I have seen myself in, right? I'm about to get comfortable. I'm scooching the booty. So, in the past lives that I have seen myself in, I have always maintained two main qualities in what it is that I look like and what other people see. So, you might have two main qualities for yourself, whatever that may be, that you carry with you across lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. So, within how you look, because some people think, oh, I've always been black, I've always been black, I've always been black, I've always been black. Because I've had somebody tell me, oh, black people only reincarnate as black people. Oh, since when? Who's governing that? That's ego. Ego is like, I would never be white, especially if you live in America. You know, black people, white people, they got this thing going on, right? Historically. You know, or some people be like, oh, I would never, be a Jew, or I would never, be whatever. If you feel that way, then you probably already were that. Let's just make that be clear. If more people had past life regressions, there would be less, what's the word? discrimination. There would be less discrimination if more people had past life regressions and able to see themselves in different encasements, encased differently across lifetimes, and even the experience that came with that embodiment. Okay? So for me, there's been two main features that I have seen in every single past life that I've been regressed into. And even in dreams, because I am a very active dreamer, and I've seen myself in different colors and different whatever, and I still have these two main features that carry with me. And my particular two main features are, and one of these is yours too, my eyes. I have always, in all of my dreams, if I'm male, if I'm female, regardless of my origin, what's it called, my nationality, I have big almond eyes. See them? Like that. Pretty. I always have big eyes. They tell you the eyes are the windows to the soul. If somebody were to see me, I don't want to say next lifetime because that sounds yucky. But if somebody were to see me in this lifetime and I've known them before, they're going to recognize, those eyes, girl. I know that I know you from somewhere because I see you. The eyes really are the windows to the soul. What else? My second characteristic that I've carried from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime is hair. Big hair that stands out, hair that goes all the way down to my fucking feet, hair that's big Afro-centric. Even as a white man, I had an afro. Even as a white man, in my past life, I had a fro, a Bob Ross ass fro. Even as a Persian princess, an emperor's daughter, I had long, jet black, super long, down to my kneecaps hair. So for me to be a black woman in America now, and to have these almond eyes and this hair that stands out, even before I had locks, I've always had big, poofy hair. Didn't know what to do with it, didn't care to do anything with it. But I've always had hair that stood out. So these are the two characteristics, and you will see for you, outside of your eyes, there's another characteristic. It could be legs. You could always just carry these big, strong legs from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime along with your eyes, because your eyes, you need them. They're that way for a reason, so you can be identified. It's why you have your eyes. Yeah, it just came to me. So you can be identified from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. Y'all stay with me now. So, the soul cannot be destroyed, only transferred, just like energy. It cannot be destroyed, only transferred from vessel to vessel to vessel to vessel. And these vessels are your choosing. You choose your parents. You choose, this guy, okay, this lady, even with their fucked upness, because no two parents are perfect. They might be good or good enough for whatever experiences that you need. But even their imperfections you choose, because you're navigating their imperfections to cultivate the person that you are to ultimately become in every single lifetime, right? So, okay, let's talk about past lives. I didn't really talk about past lives. I talked about the makeup, right? Have you ever come across somebody and without prior knowledge to knowing this person, they feel familiar? They feel familiar to you. Like, wow, I met so-and-so at a coffee shop and we talked for 3 hours. It didn't feel like a stranger. They felt familiar. And even when it comes to the whole journey of twin flames, soulmates, you think these flames and these mates are only to meet up and to link up in one lifetime? Once? Only once? Even when it comes to people who are religious, do you think God would be so, look, I'm going there. Do you think that God would plop you in an unfamiliar territory environment and you have to get it right the first go round, or you're you're doomed to damnation forever and ever and ever? Why would he do that if he's supposed to be love? Wouldn't he give you multiple times to figure it out, to get it right, to level up? You know what I'm saying? It's just like a video game. Everybody plays video games. Everything changes when you level up, right? So, when it comes to past lives, you've already met somebody that you've known before. And even that sibling that you're just close to versus the ones that you're not close to. Sometimes even our siblings, I've seen certain siblings in past lives in different roles. It don't mean that they've always been your sibling. Your sibling could have been your son. Your sibling could have been your partner, your mate, person you were married to. Your sibling could have been your father. So our souls, the purpose of the soul is to learn, is to grow, is to evolve. We, on a soul level, don't get caught up on the title. The title is ego. Yes, ego is always present. There is no lifetime without the ego. And the ego isn't a negative thing. It's a gauge. It's a gauge. Once you learn how to use it, and we'll talk about that in future videos, okay? So, have you ever been attracted to, when it comes to past lives, a culture that's not your own? A culture that's not your own, and or music that's before your time, and or food that your people don't cook, that tastes like everything when you eat it. These are indicators of places and spaces that you've occupied in past lives. Have you ever even been that kid or seen other kids where the adults are like, oh, that's an old soul. How do you know that? Who taught you that? Who told you how to say that? Oh, he's an old soul. He's an old soul. Right now on earth, everybody is some sort of old soul. Some sort. The soul has stages of progress. Everybody right now is some sort of old. Either you're old, infant, old, young, old, youth, or old. You know, like you're some sort of old soul right now because things been turning for a little while now. You know what I'm saying? Centuries have come and gone here on this particular planet. Some people even have memories about other planets. So they might be, newer to Earth, but it doesn't make them a young soul. They've gotten their credentials. It's just like school, you guys. You can start college at one university and get your credits transferred over to now the school of Earth, the school of life here on Earth. That some souls who are just now, kind of getting the hang of things, they are highly advanced and they're transferring their credits over to this particular realm. And they come in already knowing things that we have to shake off due to our indoctrination systems. So it gets deep. I love this topic, but we got to move forward. So the moment you've been waiting for, what is a past life regression? A past life regression is a guided is like a guided meditation, but we're going into your super consciousness. The super consciousness is the seat of your soul. You have your consciousness, your regular awareness. We're going beyond that. It has all the information that you need. The seat of the soul. So, a past life regression is a team effort. It's me assisting you into the depths of your being together. And with these things, with this deepening, is the utilization of a type of hypnosis. Don't be afraid of hypnosis. The hypnosis aspect, the deepening, is so you do not break your train of thought. Because a lot of times, dogs be barking, phones ring, all these things or whatever, and it will bring you out of where we're trying to get to till we can pull out the information from you. So you can know, hey, you are who you've always been, and it's okay to not be perfect because you are perfect in your imperfection. You are the masterpiece and the work of art at the same damn time. Always at the same damn time. So, it is a guided meditation with the utilization of hypnosis to put you into a deep trance-like state in order to retrieve information that only you can retrieve. And in this state, you are able to feel, smell, sense, taste, touch, whatever that is available for you, depending on your level of acceptance of the journey. Some people, and even myself, I'll speak for myself as somebody who has had multiple past life regressions. Sometimes I'm able to see everything in great detail. When I had the big Bob Ross afro, I saw everything in great detail. And sometimes the information would just be bloop. It'll come to you. You'll just know it. It'll just bloop. Whatever. You'll know it. You'll feel the emotions. You might cry. You'll see people that you already know now in their roles in that lifetime then, right? And so as on Earth being linear, there is before, after, now, then. But and honestly, we're experiencing a lot of shit now all the time. The lives now, right now, all the time. But yeah, so then, now. So when I say that, it's just in this realm, we use linear to describe when things happen. Okay? You will be able to notice people playing their particular roles. And you would know these people because each soul has a unique energetic signature. They will feel like them, but also with the eyes doing what the eyes do. They might have similar features to how they have now in the past life. And so in each lifetime, the purpose of quantum healing, right? The past life regression is getting you to the life. The quantum healing aspect is healing things experienced then, healing the traumas that you've gone through then, so they no longer affect you now. So we'll go through, we'll walk through, and I will be there with you, or whoever your practitioner is will be there with you as you are experiencing and seeing and recognizing people, places, and things. This doesn't mean that you're going to see me right there with you, okay? I'm a guide. Out of sight, but there. And even as a guide, I'm able to see things as to visualize some things too. Sometimes I'll already know before it's said what's going on. And then sometimes it's like, I need you to tell me so we can know together what it is. What it is, ho? What's up? All right, good. Okay, so once you get to the past life, you'll be able to recognize your features, your skin color, your hair, your eyes, how you're dressed, right? You will also be able to see where you live, who you live with, and things experienced in that lifetime. We will recognize where the hurt is, where the trauma is, and we will release it from all time, space, continuum. So it doesn't affect you no more in the past, nor going forward to nowness and beyond. That's the quantum healing aspect, is finding the trauma, where the trauma is at the exact moment the trauma happened, that you've been carrying over, and releasing it, recognizing it, and releasing it with love to never be experienced again. That's why when it comes to choosing your practitioner, it is important to know that this person is actually going to fucking help you and not just take you through a roller coaster of emotions and not heal anything, you know. So you don't want that. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. So with the particular practice that I do, you have your life, you have your lifetime, you experience happy moments, sad moments, traumatic moments, moments that just make you just want to stay there forever. And then you die. You go to spirit world. They was like, how you just skip over death like that and just send me straight to spirit world? Everybody, that's how the new lifetime starts. You go through a lifetime. In order to get out of that lifetime, you have to end the lifetime how it ended. And so you die. And you go into spirit world. And then you're able to know if you did that lifetime correct. Meaning, if you live that life to the fullest. Post-spirit world, Akashic Records. Akashic Records, I like to call it the great big book of everything for you, for your particular. It's the encyclopedia of everything that you've done on Earth. It's an account. How many kids you're going to have. How many times you're going to get married. Is it only once? Are you currently with the person you want to be with? Like, it's whatever. Are you in the right field? Are you on the right location on Earth in order to have the best results for your life? The Akashic Records is the all that and the bag of chips. Like, it is everything. Everything. Because everything is in there. You know, so I'll walk you through the Akashic Records. You get your questions answered there. It's great. Actually, like, this is my favorite part of doing the regressions, and even like for myself when I get them, I'm like, Akashic Records, you know. And then after that, there's one last purging, healing, clearing, cleansing, and then you get brought out of it. All right, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please place your comments, like, share, subscribe to anybody that you think will be interested in such services. So, Zena Electra signing out. Happy Ascension all. Peace.